Hydration, it's important, guys. Let me know if the sound is okay. Uh, my brand new X870 motherboard is not able to deliver power to my USB-C audio interface via USB-C. I've now had to connect a USB-C audio interface via a USB-C to USB-A cable in order to use the USB-A port on the motherboard, which somehow is delivering power. But the light around the volume is blinking, which kind of indicates it's not getting enough power, but I'm seeing audio on the screen. Let's see how long that lasts. Sorry, I need to just do one thing. So this is did I even I didn't update the rig. Okay, hold on. Let's do that first. So I also don't like how this camera is turning into a crotch cam. What is it called? Nightbot. I need to start locating a angle. I like the rig angle, but I can never make the background blurry enough. Like, just look. Wait for me to update the rig, okay? 1 second. Or I can explain everything. You ever bench? No, I've never benched that board. So I like this sideways on angle, but you can only achieve that angle in two different ways. One is to the right of the rig, which is what I'm currently doing, but then like my lap is in the background of the picture, which is not ideal. The other way would be obviously from the left, but that's where I'm sitting. There's no space there. I mean, you could possibly have some sort of like currently the sort of the two positions I've had it in are straight on from like this direction. How do I indicate it? From coming from this direction. Straight on from the very side is no go because then I'm really in the background. So now I do diagonally from the right. Maybe diagonally from the right from the back rather than the front. So like coming in this direction would be better. I could explore that, but I don't know. It took me so long to set up the stream today, just as is. I'm just putting out one quick message onto my Instagram. No, it won't fit. Now, what filter am I going to use? Los Angeles. There we go. Boost. What do I boost? Boost warm. Okay, that should be posting now. Okay, so I stop asking questions. I'm about to update the rig thing. Command exclamation point rig is always the way to find out what I'm running. Not right now because I was planning to run something else and now I'm running something else. Okay. What's this board? Zeus Crossblade Ranger. RAM is Team Group Sammy's. Cooling is chiller. Bench is X265 1080p. Okay. I guess it's such an uncommon CPU, I should probably specify it's an Athlon. What's it technically called? Athlon X4, I guess. Athlon X4. Okay. So, now, there you go. Does that answer all the questions, just the basic questions regarding the rig? And the competition I'm running stuff for is Team Cup. So it's a Team Cup AMD CPU stage, which is X265, 1080p, got a Vari core only. The rig is this rig. So I have a quad kit of Team Group Extreme LV Sammys. This is 2 of the sticks. Then I've obviously got the Crossblade Ranger. I'm using a different display out card. I bought a new one. And as you can probably tell, see how it's kind of got condensation on it a little bit? It's a chiller. So I've currently set it to 12 Celsius. The chiller I usually use, and I've used for years and years and years, is a Hylea 500. So the 500 watt model. I think there's a 250 watt model as well and a 1000 watt. The 500 is the preferable one for benching. 1000 watt is quite slow in terms of how quickly it builds up cold in the loop, basically. So it does a lot worse than 500s. 250 watt is just too little for most rigs. So on CPU only, I will run the Hylea 500. I have a second Hylea 500. I run them in series for big GPU, like multi-weight GPU rigs. What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, running the Crossblade because in the 5800K comp, I killed all my UP4s, basically. So in terms of a multi-core, what do you call it, board, this would be probably all I have left. I mean, my Wi-Fi board does well in multi-core, but it doesn't have a postcode display, so that's a bit aidsy. Let's add because we're going to do some RAM overclocking, hopefully. Let's add a, what do you call it, a postcode display. So that will be this. Let me do that. Oh no, I overcropped. It's a common problem, overcropping. Yeah, I'm using all new capture cards, so I've had to re-add all my sources and all that, so that's why I don't... no, undo that. Hopefully that's legible to some people. Seems a bit out of focus though. Hold on. Just overexposed, I guess. That's the trouble with benching during the day. I don't often bench during the day. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. Yeah, it's just, Mikey, USB power delivery is just a mess. How many different standards are there? Let's go through it. USB power delivery. There's a wiki page just for USB power delivery, I believe. It's so complicated. Alright, let me just log this in. Okay. Power. Oh no, I've got the fucking mega scroll again. 5 volt, 5 volt, 5 volt. No, there's something else. There's like a 12 volt standard as well. Okay. It's so complicated you can't even summarize how complicated it is. That's how complicated it is. Okay, fully cleared bias. Why is it showing 46 degrees Celsius? What's fucking up with this block? I don't understand it. Like it's got decent mounting pressure. Like why is it 40? Is the pace gone? But it's a solar chip. What? I don't understand. What is going on? It's a fully cleared bias and it's showing 45 Celsius. What? No, pace is not cooked. This rig was not in existence yesterday. Like everything you see here has been assembled and pasted with fresh paste this morning, like hours ago. What the fuck? I don't understand it. Okay, Q fan. Let's go full speed CPU, I guess. Okay, let's see what happens there because I have the pump connected to this. Is the temp monitoring just fucked? I just took the I just took the pump to max speed and the temperature is not moving. I don't understand any of this. Okay, let's just apply some sort of something. I don't know. Why is it not moving? I don't understand. Like, what? This is a heat killer block on a quad core. Like, how is it not moving? I don't understand. The water is 12 degrees. How could there be a 33 degree delta between what the core monitoring is showing and what the water is? That's like less than a centimeter away on a solar chip. I don't understand this. Okay, I guess I'll have to find some other type of monitoring. Okay, let's go 1200 RAM. Let's go no to offset. Let's go 1.5 on this. Let's go 1.7 on this. Let's go the usual 9, 12, 12. And I'll start out command 2 to begin with. I'll go into all that. Okay, what do we need here? I think we need to be very careful with all of the power saving options. We want the LAN off, we want the audio off. We want F1 off. There's something I'm missing. Where's my multi? Is this a locked chip? It's a K-SKU. How is it a locked chip? I don't like what? Where's the CPU multi on this fucking thing? What the hell is going on? This doesn't make any sense. Where's the CPU multi? 870, like, what? This is a K-SKU, like, how is this? Someone's done 6.2 on it. That's not all VCLK, is it? 62, no, where's the CPU multi on this? Ah, CPU ratio. Right under memory, like, okay, I'm just blind. So 39 is stock. Let's just go an even 40. Let's just try and be TC 2025 XAP, I don't know, 1080p. Hopefully that posts. Oh, here's Matt to wallow in my misery. Yeah, daytime streaming, it's like not a very controlled like environment in terms of like the lighting. Like it was super sunny earlier, so I had to pull the blinds. Now I'm like in the darkness and I had to unpull the blinds, whatever, you know, reopen the blinds. Man, this is rough already. I'm not enjoying myself. Okay. Do I? Okay. Yeah, this is obviously I haven't done any, like I said, I just assembled the rig. This is a totally fresh OS, totally fresh BIOS settings and everything. I'm discovering everything, you know, at the same time as you guys. How's that res change gonna go? Okay, pretty nice. Why is the pointer so big? Why is the fucking pointer so big? I have so many questions. Oh my god. Why did I agree to this? No, alphabetical order. Don't kill me with this bullshit. Let's make it yeah, whatever. Let's remove that. Remove this. Let's just go totally fresh on everything. This is an Apex 9 image. That's how old this is, but it's good. AOD, I didn't even know AOD had FM2, 2 plus, whatever support. Surprisingly short hardware detection phase. I have to compliment that, I suppose. It's one good thing. Yeah, I do want to delete the shortcut. Installing flash drive. I've never seen that pop up in my life. Okay, capture utility works. Right. Yeah, okay, cool. What are we doing? We want the wallpaper. Oh no, this is the wide version, I think. Oh no, this is the okay version. Yeah, I will check the temp. I was like, what do you want me to do? I only have 2 hands. I'm installing a new, like getting a new OS ready, getting CPU Z over, I'm checking that the capture utility works, setting the background, copying over the bench, and you're like, oh, check temp. Yes, in about 45 minutes when I'm ready. Okay, let's see if we have a good copy of X265. Is it under old benches? Why is it not on this drive? What? Oh, it must have gotten corrupted and I nixed it. Yeah, okay, that's fresh copy. I might need a beer for this. 9:40 a.m. and I'm gonna have a beer. I guess that's one way of doing things. How about x265.rar? No, I want the zip file. Do I? Will the rar? Can server 2012 unrar things by default? I'm actually not sure. Let's give it a go. I'm very much prepared to be disappointed. Why is the res so weird? Okay. I can't see anything. How do you spell resolution? Results. My brain isn't working. I need a second coffee. That's what I need. Okay. Things are happening now. Things are happening. Okay. Steady on. Copy over the bench. Oh, there's no support. Fail. No support for unraring things in Windows 8.1/server 2012. Okay, let's unrar it in place on the drive. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah. Is that too much? Kinda. No, I look a bit unhealthy, but at least I'm not in the darkness. I just want to get a run going. TC 2025, server 2012. X265 CBR. Okay. Now, the moment of truth. I hate how it auto minimizes like that. See, now there's this, yeah. Daytime streaming, definitely not my favorite thing. Oh, it's double. It's doubled it up. I don't like that. That's 265. Okay, so now we've got to just make sure HPT is on. Can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Truer words have never been spoken. Okay. I'm not gonna do a sentence and fuck up HPT. I'm going to be very careful and get it right the first time, okay? BCD edit, set, use platform clock true. Boom! Take that, sentence. Watch me having fucked it up. It'll come up as still not working. Oh. Don't you love it? Nice quick reboots on this board, at least. Does anyone know how to remove passwords from server OS? That's always something that's bugged me. Is that a first try HPET set I'm seeing here? Come on, launch, you stupid thing. So much CPU utilization. Oh, only 6.5 mem seen? Oh, there's some sort of remove mem set here. I need to be careful with that. There may be some remove mem set. Okay, cool. Let's just get a CPU Z over. And let's actually make the mouse sensitivity something reasonable. Ooh, that's way too low. To the utilities. Let's take the zip archive with us just so we can on demand unzip a new version if we corrupt a version. CPU Z 2.16. I guess this would be the memory tab. Let's check that. Whoop. Alright, so this has a correct memory tab. Now let's check that against fresh CPU Z. How does that fare? Ooh, also correct. Oh, that's right. That's an XP or 7 only thing. Yeah, I forget. Okay. Now I might hardware info it. HWI, latest one will do. Whatever. Sensors only. So yeah, 11 degrees. Okay, so everything's good. Okay, decent-ish mount. We'll do a fully on-screen run. Yeah, we'll do a fully on-screen. We'll just do everything stock. Let's go normal everything. Let's see what no overkill, no priority set, no off-screen, no CPU instruction modification. Let's just see how that goes. Wow, I haven't run this bench in so long. This is crazy. I feel like I haven't run this in like 2 years. It feels so unfamiliar to me. I mean, things that get coming back to me. It's not that I have to start from zero, but from scratch. But like watching that video render, I'm like, this is so unfamiliar to me now. Oh, what was that? That could have been thermal or RAM. No, for in testing, I don't always run off screen. The, it's very, it's like X265 has subtests. Like there's like up to 81%, and then beyond 81% is the credits, and the credits render much faster. So I take like a subtest reading at 81%, and you can't do that really if you're off screen running it. Okay, so this time I'm gonna relaunch. Just run the same bench again with hardware info open, just in case there's some thermal issues. Let me check that fucking drive. Hey Kwai, thanks for joining in. Okay, so maybe we have good. Yeah, so we have good idle temps, but bad load temps. Well, the first step will be to run the pump full blast, but I don't know if that's going to be good enough. Okay. 4-pin has been disconnected, so pump is now full blast. Okay, I mean, chiller set to 12. I can't really go much lower than that. Flow seems to be okay. Now it's showing 3 degrees. Oh no. 50. Fuck. I'm already using Kingpin. I mean, that's the best paste I've got. I just... I fucking hate ambient overclocking. It's so complicated. I just feel like mounting a pot. You know, I'd actually get somewhere. And I hate Heat Killer for not providing the most common AMD mounting with their like, okay, so first of all, Heat Killer, the block is already expensive for what it is. Then the standard mounting it comes with is Intel only. So then you've got to buy a quite expensive accessory called the AMD mounting kit, and the fucking thing only works on AM4 and 5. When this pod came out, the so-called AMD mounting kit for what was for only one socket, AM4, because AM5 didn't exist yet. Like, just drill like more holes in the fucking thing, you know? Like, ugh. Maximum 100 degrees. I don't... Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's just... It doesn't feel like a bad mount. I don't... Yeah, okay, it's 2-point mounting, but like, I can, you know, push down on the other corners and be like, yeah, that's still a reasonable amount. What am I supposed to do? I don't understand. Like, it's not... I would expect this mount to do about 80% as well as the best mount possible. How is it doing like 5% as well? I don't understand. Okay, let's see at what point we crash and at what temperature and all that shit. 60, 80, 90. Okay, yeah, I don't have to go any further than that. Okay, stream's over. Okay. Usually in these scenarios, what you actually have to do is loosen your mounting, even though that's counterintuitive. Usually in these scenarios, you've over tightened the 2 points that you have left to such a degree that it's like warping the block or whatever. Piece of shit. Fuck. Okay, here we go. Here's one of my 35 screwdrivers that will be better for this job than the other one with the 35 that I just used. It's not. It's flat. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. It's a flat fucking block on a quad core. How perfect of a mount do you need it to be? I don't understand. Like, that's too good of a mount, if anything. Like, I would expect it to be worse. Like, I mean physically worse. I know temperature wise it's terrible, but like, I would expect a worse mount than this. It's not, like, what is going on? If I was on GD 500, okay, whatever, like, it's a terrible paste. But like, all of this fucking around with, you know, fans and blocks and, oh, now it shows 6 degrees. What did I change? What did I change? How is this 18 degrees or whatever better than what I just had? I did not change anything. Like, the fuck? How is it this? It's 20. It's like, it's 20 degrees better. How is it 20 degrees better? Save me from this insanity. You saw, right? Like, I'm not going crazy. I didn't. Yeah. Okay. We'll forgive you, Matt, because you joined a little bit late. The sequence of events was, I started up the system, it showed 45 in BIOS. People told me that temp monitoring is not reliable, and on that basis I went into OS and did a run and checked in hardware info, and yes, it was 30 degrees better in hardware info than in BIOS. So that is true, but both things were true. Like, both the BIOS temp monitoring is unreliable and I had a bad mount. But because but now it's 20 degrees less, so I'm assuming, like, I don't know, like, and the idle temps are so good, which is really, her info is borked too. But it can't be fully borked because I just had a temp shutdown and her info is showing plus 100. So that correlates, right? Okay, let's go here. Okay, so if both of the temp monitorings are borked, but I had a temp shutdown. I can't ignore that. Like, what am I supposed to fucking do? Alright, let's see if this run finishes. But then the next thing is, if all temp monitoring is borked, how does the board make the decision, or the system in general make the decision to do a temp shutdown if it doesn't have reliable temperature monitoring? Should I disable temp shutdown and just, if the chip dies, the chip dies? Yay, who gives a fuck? It's a $5 chip anyway. Is that how it works? Like, okay, let's ask the question differently. Does a temp monitoring exist that I could use which is not borked? What is this? Like, this is just, like, I don't think I've ever come across a platform this bad. I think it's further along. The run is further along now. Watch for the 81% point. Oh, AOD. Sorry, I've totally forgot about that. That suggestion. Okay, so 78, 80, 81, 10.15. Oh no, it was at 88. I think it was 88 maybe. 88? 999. Yeah. So the... Oh, this platform doesn't pop. That's the first platform I've come across that doesn't pop. Oh, okay, we don't need the old version of CPZ. Okay, hardware info is fucked, so let's delete that. Old version of CPZ, no need. Okay. So what are we doing? Would you know offhand what version of AOD? Ooh, why did I... Oh, I need to install Turbo V as well. So I'm not saving the valid files because I want screenshots for... Because the valid file you can't just open and see the screenshot, right? Let's call it 40x. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's install Turbo V next. And maybe just make sure that we have multi-control and stuff. And then next I'll go back to the temp. Because the temp issue seems to have sort of semi-solved itself. So next I'm gonna install Turbo V. I hate how it auto makes like folders that you actually don't want and all that jazz. Turbo V. Excuse me. Yeah, well, Carrizo is its own special beast. Oh, it's so cold around here. Like, it's so dry air. I have to constantly stop my hands from getting even more chapped than they already are. You do not remember Carrizo? You don't remember what version of AOD? It doesn't show temps, but it does show your headroom. What kind of fucked up temperature monitoring is that? Did some sort of crackhead invent that shit? Like, jeez. Okay, let's check that Turbo V is working. Oh, this is this weird thing where you go like, I wanted a shortcut. Oh, and now, oh yeah, you do have ratio control. I was just gonna say, just a different sort of arrangement of things. Let's go one multi up and see how that goes. Okay, so it does set. We don't have in-OS CPU Northbridge, do we? No, I don't think any platform necessarily has in-OS CPU Northbridge. AIM3 doesn't, AIM3 Plus doesn't. FM2 Plus doesn't, and everything else has F-Clock, right? I didn't say it was good, I said it worked. Well, for a very loose definition of works. That's like, you'd really like to be driving your car to like Melbourne or cycling your racing bike, but all you have available to you is a ride-on lawnmower, and you like spend like a week riding your ride-on lawnmower to Melbourne. That works. It's better than walking, but it's not very good. I'm delirious. Okay, I don't think that CPU multi did very much. We're very much like bottlenecked in other areas. I love X265 though. I've kind of forgotten how much I like this bench. What I really want is I want the postcode display on not here because we're in OS. I want it here. That's better. Oh, and I can delete it here. Okay. Pretty good analogy. I'm quite the fan of ride-on lawnmowers for analogies. I don't own one. I kind of wish I'd. Well, no, my house, like my garden, is too like hilly and stuff for it to. I'd probably fall off and die. It's good that I don't have one. So 40 was 10.4. Okay, so the tine is like it's a 0.2 increase. Let's give it one more. I don't even know what a good score is. I probably should be looking at that next. I'm sure there is. I actually think there is a sport for racing ride-on lawnmowers. I'm pretty sure there is. Okay. So the positive aspects of things are I have a new capture card in the system. I'm running this camera and the rig capture through that, and it's working flawlessly so far. The only thing now that I have on my quad capture card right now is the face cam. Pretty simple to build. Well, what are you waiting for then? So the thing with this, so I wanted a new output, like a new display out card, and I got this GT200 520 for really cheap. But the thing with it is, are you guys familiar with this weird thing where it like makes the image smaller? Like on the screen in front of me, there's like 2 inches of black bars to the left and the right, and like 1 inch to the top and bottom. Is there any way of fixing that? Do I have to install like a display driver or something? Like, isn't that gonna hurt Effie potentially? I mean, fuck it, I'll try it. It is via HDMI, but like, let's say it is HDMI over scan. How do you fix that? For lack of a better word. Is it like setting a weird refresh rate or something? Check this out. Why is it 64 hertz? Yeah, but I mean, I want to, like, once I install a driver, I'm sure it will go back to the correct scaling. But I just fully want to just avoid driver install completely. Okay. Let me pull that down. Let's NVIDIA driver downloads. Let's see what the latest. Okay, so GD 520. Windows 8.1 would be the equivalent. Oh fuck, where's 8.1? Why is there only an 8? I want 8.1. Oh, here it is. I'm just blind. Is the 520 technically the 500 series? I will find out. If the driver isn't compatible, we'll know very quickly. Oh, it's all the same. It's all the same driver as 7. That can go either way. Like on AMD, some cards have separate 8.1 drivers. Okay. And it was under what was it? The 391. Yeah, I think it was this one. Is my installer service installer? Ugh. Yeah, all the dialog boxes are closed, you piece of shit. Okay, what else? things are starting to come together. It's triggering me that there's no 24-hour clock down here. That's obviously an absolute crime against humanity. How do I change that again? Control panel. Obviously, large icons, not category, is the way to go. I think it's region. Short date is obviously day, month, year. Oh, why is it US? Obviously, we want Australia, mate. Time. No, fuck that. Short time is hour, minute. Long time is hour, minute, second. Why is it still showing PM and AM? Like, what? I don't understand. We obviously want a 24-hour clock. Oh, yeah, let's install the driver. Agree and continue. Custom. No physics. No GeForce experience. No audio driver. Let's make it a clean install because I'm paranoid. I don't remember how to do this on 8.1. I'm tripping. Hour 12. I don't want TT in there. Did it? Yeah, it fixed itself. You see that? Now I need to uncrop it on my on my stream. Okay, one sec. So that is recapture, transform, fit to screen. No, I need to reset all transforms. Reset transform. I think that's already correct, but let's go fit to screen and then boom. Okay. And is that 1080p? Oh yeah, it's set 1080p. Sweet. Do I need to? I think I need to log out and log back in again for the time change to change, right? Yes, my prayers have been answered. So triggering. Okay. So what do we do next? We install AOD. Let's go with the newest one. I mean, that should work, right? Obviously goes into the benching folder. I'm not a noob. AOD. Yes, I do want a shortcut. And we obviously disabled the NVIDIA tray icon because I'm not a masochist. It's claiming it needs a reset. I'm not that sure about that. Actually, I don't think I need this postcode display at all. Yeah, this capture card is quick to capture the input. This is better than the quad for rig capture. I mean, camera capture is a little bit less strenuous, but yeah, this is legit. Okay, let's check out Overdrive. I've never used Overdrive to do temp monitoring. CPU status? Oh, the margin is expressed in Celsius. Okay. Okay, let's do a 43x run. Or attempt it at least. Alright. Let's make sure it's set it. Let's open the bench. Let's keep the thermal margin. Okay, this is... in 8 years of benching, I can't say I've ever used this kind of fucked up monitoring. That's pretty special. And you know the version of special I'm talking about, right? Not special as in like, oh, I just had a special meal. More like special, like, you know what I mean. Okay, I still have a good margin, I guess. FM2 I don't yell at. FM2 I'm a fan of. FM2 Plus, especially on this board. Well, it is passing, and we still have a thermal margin, so, you know, can't be too unhappy about that. Plus is for plus pain. On AM3, that doesn't apply, though. On AM3, the plus is for plus, you know? Like, we love this. This is great. On FM2, yeah, it's like plus pain. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna pass. Let me close this bloody monitoring. I might, now that I have proper screen raise, I might just run off a placeholder valid file. So slow. This is like the speed I'd expect from the 4K preset. I hope I don't have to run overkill. Might we break the 11 FPS for the first time? Doubtful. Or maybe. Okay, that's solid-ish. Let's save that. Okay, next thing is gonna be an off-screen, well, yeah, let's do an off-screen run. And I'm gonna start a timer. I'll make a coffee actually. Waiting for this run to finish. Yeah, I'll just be right back. My kettle is still boiling. I just came here to put on a hoodie because it's so cold. Man, 10:20 a.m. and I already feel like I've been through the wars. I've experienced so much suffering, and the day is still young. I'm guessing the run is finished. My timer says 3 minutes. As I struggle to understand how a hoodie works. Okay. Okay, still no 11 FPS. Okay, let's give it one more. As I hear my kettle boil. Okay, and I'll restart the timer as well. What did I miss? Ah, it's so cold. Alright, how do we do this? We use this mouse and we pull over here, and yes! Over 11 FPS. Glorious day. It's so cold. Why is it now playing back? Why did my own stream unmute itself? I don't understand. Now I'm hearing the pump a lot, and since our temp issues are solved, I'm gonna reattach it to the CPU header. Actually, it's my streaming rig that has spun up. Okay, there's a whole story about that. Okay. Yeah, so much happening. So little, yet so much happening at the same time in a lot of ways. I have to say, I do like the fact that the CBR has Turbo V. I mean, why wouldn't it? But, you know, in comparison to having to use Easy Tune or whatever. Okay, so next thing will be CPU Northbridge, surely. Actually, I need to go further up with the mouse. Oh, why didn't it save? What? Did I get a crash? Team MLG. Well, you're not competitive for Team Cup, so spy away. That's what you call a counter burn. Yeah, you didn't even burn in the first place, so it doesn't make any sense. 64, is that entering BIOS? Apparently it is. Oh, but now we have that weird overscan in BIOS. I didn't think I'd ever have to bin display out cards for streaming. I mean, binning capture cards was bad enough. I've now settled on the ones that I really really like, but the fact that display out cards, that's the thing. Okay, let's try 2000. I don't know what's good or bad. Let's go 2100. Fuck it. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. Yikes. Okay. This is probably the point in time at which I should look at existing scores. What if the lowest existing score is like 20 FPS? Oh no, it's 12.7 is the top. Um, why is this scroll so big? Oh, there's only two scores. There's only two scores. There's only two fucking scores. Rip. Okay, let's see what Bullshooter has been up to. It just booted, mate. Ambitious for ambient, he says. Look at this. So much fun. Okay, so I'm already better. Well, he's slightly touch of RAM. 2000. Okay. So I won't push it further than that. And the last run we had was at 44, I believe. So let's go 44. Boom, boom, boom. And resave. Yes, sir. And since we've done some ambitious changes, I'll do an on-screen run. It didn't seem to do much anyway on screen versus off-screen, but I'll do on-screen just so I know what percentage I'm failing at and stuff. That can be quite important. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to pour my little coffee here, which is appropriately strong. Ambient Northbridge. It's not ambient though. This is chiller. The Northbridge. I know what you're saying. I mean, the actual Northbridge chip is ambient right now, but the scaling of CPU Northbridge is related to the CPU temp, and the CPU temp is like 10 Celsius below ambient. Sad noises. I didn't get an entire cup out of it. This is supposed to be a 1-cup French press, but I didn't get an entire cup. What does my chiller go down to? Oh god, this can of worms again. Okay. People with Haleas very often take is it called the thermostat out of it? And then it goes down to whatever it can physically do, which can be like 0 or even below 0 over hours, you know? Well, if you're not putting any load on it, it'll slowly get there. But where I live, Sydney, is quite high humidity both in summer and in winter. So I elect to stay above the the dew point. Now some people would say, what the fuck? Like that's the whole point of a chiller is going like close to SS temps, like almost, some people are like, oh yeah, I've got this amazing chiller, it does like minus 30. My use for chiller is more like it saves me running rads, and it keeps a constant temp no matter how much load, essentially. So sometimes I'll set this, like sometimes ambient temp might be like 18 and I set the chiller to 15. But the beauty of it is I'm not running rads, I'm not running all those fans and have to find a way to like power them and all this bullshit. It's one plug and it's got a lot of capacity, and even on a hot summer's day it will keep a constant temp. Obviously the dew point goes up, so the constant temp that I'm able to set without getting condensation goes up. Yeah, but I tend to have full cover water blocks, and those are really tricky to insulate well for chiller, in my experience. Also, you have to always realize this is not my best cooling method. Like a lot of people with big ass chillers, that's their best cooling method, and like every time they get another 5 degrees out of it, that makes all of their overclocks better. For me, it's just a pre-testing setup. Like I often just run air because it's like I don't give a fuck what something does on chiller. Like it's just I need something that is not LN2 to be the pre-testing step for LN2, whether that be chiller, air, whatever. I killed so, like, even just going close to the dew point because it's so humid here, I've killed so many cards on chiller. Like not even like even just like let's say the dew point is 10, setting 8 or 5. I've killed so many cards doing that, and I actually sort of realized that there's no point for it. I always have LN2 available to me. I mean, yeah. I use big air a lot. I use the biggest Noctua, the dual 140. That is actually mostly my pre-testing setup. I forget why I even got. I hadn't run the chiller in a year. I forget why I even set it up, and now I'm starting to use it again. There was something like, oh, you know what it was? I was doing pre-testing for Push the Hardware 4930K, and I either didn't have mounting for 2011 on this, or even by my pre-testing standards, it was just like I couldn't get any clocks out of it because the chip was putting out so much heat. So like, these are my two options, like this or the chiller. Like every piece of hardware, like RAM, GPU, CPU, has to have a way of pre-testing it, right? And I actually don't give a fuck whether it's this or the chiller, just that I have like easy mounting for one of the two of them. So that's that story. I hate spending time on ambient. Like it's just so, I always feel like I could just mount a pod and go cold, you know? What am I doing? Okay, that didn't gain much, did it? So we went from 11,183 to, oh no. Yeah, we went from 11,183 to 11,1. So yeah, okay, so Encore I can just not bother with from now on. What's the deal with this VDIM limit? How high should I go? Like I'm at 1.7 now. Yeah, dehumidify is still a good play, I think. Like sometimes in the summer, like as much as, why is it ignoring my delete? Piece of shit. So I'm waiting on, so Elmore is currently in Europe, I believe, on like just like on a holiday. But I put it in Elmore group order for all the Aussie Ventures, and it includes that that little like new version of the OC panel where he's put up videos about this. You just hit a button and then reboot the system, and that button like sticks and guarantees BIOS entry, and that will be such a huge quality of life improvement if it really works on every board. I'll, you know, kiss him the next time I see him because I fucking hate smashing delete. Okay, let's go down one here because it didn't do anything, so we don't hit any kind of limit there, and then go 105. Yeah, that should have gains. Batch file, it's not the same. It's not the same. Like, let's say you're hung on the splash screen. You can't run a batch file. You know what I mean? But if you're hung on the splash screen, and then you hit the enter BIOS next time you're rebooted button, then you hit the clear BIOS button, and then reboot the system. Fucking magic, man. Like, if it really works the way I think it works, it's gonna be amazing. Whew. That's a good coffee, if I may say so myself. The beauty is it working in every scenario. Like, it's not that like I'm necessarily too much of a creature of comfort, or like creature of habit, but when someone proposes a solution to me and it works in 80% of cases, I almost feel like I would just rather keep doing it the way I'm doing it because it works in 100%. Like, I don't know. Let's say the batch file is, I'm just throwing out a number, 25% more convenient than smash and delete, but it only works in 80% of cases. So now you're choosing between the current level of convenience in 100% of cases, or 25% more convenient in 80% of cases. And in 20% of cases, you have to remember that that new solution that you just introduced doesn't work, and you have to go back to the older solution. I'd rather just hit delete every time. But if this panel works all the time, and it's like twice as convenient than the current solution, like, that's a huge win. Like, that's an absolutely massive win. We did 44x, right? But 44x will be more now because it's 105. So we have to be careful. 4400 divided by 105. It's actually 42x. Whoa. We really upped it by 2 multis, eh? Yeah, okay. 42x, 2500 RAM, 2100 on the CPU NB again. Like, I just think, I don't know, do you guys give me your opinion on this? But I find that, like, I feel like humans, they're not very good at, like, exception thinking, you know? Like there's like a hierarchy of how complex things are. Like an extreme example, taking out a mortgage and going through the process of looking at open houses and then buying a house and then moving in. Like, that's an ultra exception. You may only do that once in your entire life. You may do it 0 times. I mean, I'm sure some people do it 10 times, but like, it's like an ultra exception. You don't need any level of automation for that, or nor will you ever seek it, because it's like, it's almost enjoyable to do, because it's like this very, very special thing. And then the other end of the scale would be like, I don't know, what's something you do absolutely constantly, like blinking. That's like blinking your eyes is like an unconscious thing, though. Like, you have to kind of exclude unconscious things. Like, what's a conscious thing you do all the time? I don't know, putting on your socks in the morning, right? You do that every single fucking day. What's something that's even more happens even more often than that? I don't know. Taking a step, like, that's a conscious decision, right? Like, when you're walking, taking a step. You may take 1,000, you may take 10,000, you may take 20,000 steps a day. It's kind of like, I suppose once you've started the process of walking, like, taking a step is like a semi-unconscious thing, so I'm maybe skirting the rules a little bit. But like, what if 20% of the time when you take a step, you had to whistle? Like, wouldn't that fucking drive you insane? Like, your body would freeze in space and time, and an error message would pop up from God, let's say. Sorry, you forgot to whistle 1 in every 5 steps. Like, you would just go insane. And I feel like that with entering bias. I do it so often. I just need it to be the same process every time. Okay, I think I've beaten that horse to death and back to life and back to death again 10 times over. But, you know, I think you get the point. Yeah. I don't know why I'm saving data files every single time, but such is life. Let's go desktop. Okay, close. What's next? I guess we go 410, like 210. Oh, 110. Oh, it's all a bit weird. Like, I've been on 200 base clock systems for so long now. I'm like, ugh. 100 base clock. Okay, probably that was a CPU multi thing. Probably. What's the cable, Kwai? What's the cable on that OC panel though? Is that something you could easily get an extension for? Here we go again. It's going into OS, is it? Piece of shit. Let's go 110 from BIOS. Drop the other multis accordingly. That might have been a CPU North Bridge fail actually. More so than CPU multi even. Power supply surge detected. Woo, scary shit. Alright, so we go 110. And we go, what is it? 4,400 divided by 110 is just a 40 flat. And then NB we drop to 1900, I would assume. Just a random guess. You forgot about the panel. Highly Moral Labs recommended. Let's go. Let's have a look. Okay, what is it? Hardware. Why is it? What's it doing? Stuck on 36? That's not allowed. Okay, so 36, what would that indicate? Okay, so this is the OC panel. Can we glean from it what the connection is? Not really, right? Specifications. Oh, here's the... what's with this fucking scroll? Power and data into the type C. Thermocouple. JOCP1. Slow mode, front panel reset, power. I'm not gonna have desktop audio here, but let's actually let's pipe in desktop audio. Why not? How did that work again? Is it an input or an output? Audio output capture, I think. Desktop audio. And now I unhide all. Desktop audio. Let me know the levels. I won't be able to full screen it because this is half of an ultra wide. So let's see how this goes. So we do have desktop audio. Is it a little bit low? It looks a little bit low.
3, 2, 1, engage.
A bit high, okay.
Okay.
One sec. A bit high. Okay, let me drop it 5 dB. Or sorry, how many dBs do I want to drop it? Let's drop it 2 dB. That seems reasonable.
Let's do another one. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, engage.
This is the magic video. This is the one that like I jizz my pants to, you know? Like, let's be fucking honest. This is like, if it works, it's fucking amazing. Oh, my browser crashed. Whoops. Okay. Odd. Very odd. It'll come right back into the same thing. Okay. How did I? So this is, yeah. This is the money shot.
testing the BIOS entry function. So we engage this, press this button here, the blue LED turns on, which means it's latched for entering BIOS. Reset the system.
The fact that you have a reset button on there as well, so you can just go like, yes, I'd like to enter BIOS, reset, boom, you know, like, it's so good. So good. And you've got your postcode there as well. It's just, I can't wait. It's still on back order, and I do need to check back in with Elmore. He told me 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, but he is on a trip.
The
So
LED turned off, which means
understand.
that it sent the
He's throwing in some. It's quite a big order for like 4 or 5 ventures. So he threw in some free T-shirts and stuff. So I really can't complain. Okay, here's the item. Let's go back. So what was it? Let's go. What we'll do is we'll go 108 maybe. You know what we'll do? We'll drop the ratio, and we'll drop both ratios and try 110 again. It might just be hang on 36. Okay, so it is a RAM thing. Yeah, it is a RAM thing. Okay. No, my film. Well, it's clear bias anyway, so it should be all good. Okay, that's fine. So it's a RAM thing. What we'll do is we'll go 105 again, which was 2000 here, and we'll go 1111 1T. Let's see how that plays out. Hang on 32 instead of 36. Piece of shit. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the previous profile, which was 105 at 2000 at, let's go 38 or whatever, and I'll stay at 2T and see what that does. That's a little bit more promising. So what do you I'm a bit ignorant. What do you post on Howerbot? Like scores? Like what do you just have like a home lab and stuff? Like what's your jam basically? Because you seem to be not knowledgeable, but I don't see scores being posted. So I'm like, oh, what do you actually like doing? Okay. What was the last thing we ran? We ran 4,000 at 15, right? Or 40x, I mean. No, it was 40. Is it 42 maybe? Okay, 42, yeah. Yeah, let's quickly run this. The hardware info part of X265 can be so slow. Yeah, we need to test Prio as well. Oh no, my stream title is inaccurate. What was the title I chose? Oh yeah. There we go. Hunting DDR3, but like what sort of sticks or ICs are you kind of hunting for? Just good deals or very like rare stuff that doesn't come up for sale very often? Like hunting can mean different things, you know? As I just spilt water all over my mouse mat and laptop. Good job I have about 50 kilos of shop towel around the place. How does one know when the run is over again? I should actually have a sliver of the window still on screen. Because now I don't know how far along the run is. Which is a bit of a problem. Get a power consumption meter, yeah. Yeah, that can help. No, I don't want 81%. It's just... I thought there was a way of telling from the buttons, like the abort button would grey itself out, but actually I don't think that's a thing anymore. Ah, it's done. Yeah. That was slower. Tightening RAM made it slower. So now we're going into the variance aspect of things. Let's try real time. And now let's give it a tiny sliver like this. Yeah. Maybe too big of a sliver. Sorry, I just need to respond to a text, but we're mid-run anyway. So yeah, so the way it kind of works is because the sliver doesn't change, you're not impacting the performance in a way. Nah, let's see how it goes. And once the sliver goes away, because the end screen is all gray with some text in the middle, right? So Hyper PSC, BBSC, S1D. What the hell is S1D and S1G? Oh, is this D Samsung G and D die? Okay. But then for what purpose are you hoarding these ICs? Okay, we're nearing the end of the run. So that's the end of the run. See how it went gray? 11.5, that's still not good. Okay, let's just blast CPU multi until it goes no more. I think the RAM and NB, first of all, there's not much scaling with them, and secondly, they don't actually overclock much. So yeah, let's go at 4.5. Boom shakalaka. Is that enough for sliver? Yeah. No. Let's restart the run. Okay. Just make sure that the old processes are all gone. Why does this keep auto minimizing? And why does this not show electrical processors by default? Oh, my weird remove RAM. Okay, after this run, I'm doing... Okay, that should be enough, right? Yeah, that's enough. Yeah. Okay, we're approaching something I would call close to method to the madness. We're approaching that. It's almost lunchtime. So, if you don't mind me asking, are you like you're in Australia, right? Or am I totally misremembering that? Because There's quite a lot of Aussies on the Discord, but they all sort of blend together in my mind. There's Stolen Jat, there's yeah, just people's just the 3 a.m. German. Okay, fair enough. I'm German too originally. That feels like a long time ago though. Rightio. Head out for lunch. Lunch at 3 a.m. Viel Glück. Okay, danke. Have fun with your middle of the night lunch. Second meal equals lunch. Okay. Well, Mahlzeit. Nice. Second meal. Okay, so like the midnight snack was like the first meal. Well, so breakfast at midnight, lunch at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm also about to have lunch. No, not before I max out this chip. Okay, so it's gone gray. Okay, so this is approaching what Bullshooter has. He's 1187. So it seems to be just all core. Yeah. Pretty much just all core. Yeah. I'll fuck off the hardware info and save this profile in case I need to just resume this session at a later date. I know it's not much, it's just a multi-set, but you know, every little helps. 4-6. Rightio. You know it's a bad time to stream when there's more moderators than regular viewers in the chat. It's all good. This pre-testing stuff, I mean, it's just so easy just to turn on the stream rig, and I really wanted to try my new capture cards, and I guess I could use them for just recording video. I mean, I just don't see the point in that, you know? If I'm gonna go to the trouble of turning on the streaming rig and plugging in the capture cards, I may as well make a stream out of it. So I do have I was talking about this on the Discord, but let's Score Tech. Can I what is it called? Noctua FLX. I might find it. Yeah, so I spent the 38 Aussie dollars on this replacement fan. If you hear a whirring in the background, it's not. So the potential sources of noise are, it could be my laptop, it could be the fan that's on the streaming on the bench rig, it could be the chiller, but no, it's the streaming rig because it's got a small whirry little fan on the quad input HDMI card. It's got a sort of medium noisiness CPU fan on it. I think it's like a 60 mil or something. And by far the noisiest is the little 40 mil in the PSU. But thankfully, Noctua make a drop-in replacement fan. I forget. It's like the stock fan is like a 4-pin and the Noctua is a 3-pin, but the Noctua comes with an adapter, so all you really do, usually you should be a little bit scared of opening PSUs, but you're not really opening the PSU itself. You're just kind of like removing 4 screws from the back of it and then dropping in this Noctua, and then everything should be great. Claimed to be 17 dB, which is like basically totally silent in a sense. Okay, Bullshooter has gone down. He has an 11.87 at 4.8. I have an 11.917 at 4.6, is it? 4.6. Okay. So what made the difference? Probably OS. That's certainly a contributing factor. Let's see. Same board, same chip, same V-core. Oh, he's lower on the RAM frequency. And NB is like a wash. NB, I'm like 100 up. Yeah, it's just that little bit of RAM frequency. Yeah, okay. Let's save the score and then let's not forget to check on our remove RAM mem. I want the 12 FPS, obviously. Okay, now let's go run as admin, BCD edit set. Oh, I need to be able to check. What is it again? If I go BCD edit, it just shows me everything. Can I go? How does this work again? Does grep exist on Windows? Shit, how do you grep something in Windows again? Windows grep equivalent. Fine STR. Okay. But pipes work, right? Or am I totally tripping? Yes, 1500 of a remove mem. Oh, this OS has been used for 4K, and that's the remove mem you set when you're running 2 sticks of B-die. That's why it's such an odd amount. Okay. Set remove memory 0. Okay. Alt F4 doesn't work? What? Ask me later. Okay, quick reboot. And then what else can we do? We can go up in 1 BCLK steps. We can... What else? Fine STR. That might literally be the first time I've used Fine STR. Weird. To still be discovering things like 25 years into my... more, 30 years into my like Windows career, quote unquote. Well, obviously we're going to try 4.7. Okay, now is it showing? Yes, it's showing 8 gigs. Let's load up the old profile. For well, let's try 4.7. Sweet. What is going on here? As much as I hate wireless mice, I also hate cable drag, so it's a fine balance. Okay. Okay. So that's launched. Let's go real time, even though that didn't appear to do very much. Do we have a sliver? We do not. Oh, it's insta hang anyway. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So next step will be 46. Like whatever multi is the equivalent of 46 at 105, and then going 106 and checking how that goes. I want that 12 FPS, man. Okay. So let's do this and do that, and then load up our profile. We can also go higher V-core, I guess. Six, that did set. That's looking sweet. And then we watch this and wait for it. Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, let's go real time and let's give it a generous amount of sliver. Ooh. Okay, maybe we're sort of hitting the north bridge a little bit too hard. Let's go one down on the north bridge. Okay. Yeah, one down on the north bridge. Actually, let's see if we can boot with 106. That'll be interesting. Dodge. Do we wanna go 9, 12, 12? Because 9, 11, 11 did nothing anyway. Let's try that. With the VDIM limit so low though, maybe PSC is the play. Maybe PSC is the play. Okay. Load up our profile. Launch the bench. All that good jazz. Okay, so we're 9, 12, 12. Northbridge has been lowered. Okay, so we do have a launch. Let's go real time. Let's. Okay, I was just being paranoid. Yeah, I just want that 12 FPS. Then that'll be the end of the stream. Come on. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Oh. Okay, Watchdog is usually core. Let's give it another. Ooh, I don't have LLC like optimized. Come on, let's do it. Okay. Power. Let's go high on both, and then current capability, and let's also save that. Actually, it's just bake in 1.55 so I don't forget it. Oh, it's only a yellow. Maybe I have a lot more headroom than I thought. do it. Oh no, the dreaded like system recovery type thingy. The funny thing about that continue option is it never actually works. I don't know why it exists. Ooh, bubble is on a chiller actually. I wonder how strong of a chiller that is. Can we glean it from ooh, and running low end PSC? What is going on here? 1.67 on chiller. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Reapply the profile. Load her up. Load her up. Load her up. But we need to go 155. Apply and save. Now double check that everything is in order. That's a lot of droops still. That looks alright. Launch the bench. Good old Java. Okay. Real time. Off screen. Let's go. Well, it hasn't crashed yet. It's always a positive. Oh, a plane caught fire in Denver. I hope everyone's okay. What? Kernel mode trap. Maybe we're still asking a little bit much from the RAM. Maybe the play is go back to 91111, go back to 105, and try the 47x. Or sorry, the 4.7 gigahertz. Just try to optimize core. Try not to think too much about the RAM. Okay. 105, 91111. Save. Come on. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. So this is now a multi-only affair because we want 4.7, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7. Okay. Save that as the profile and then double check. Okay, we're low on the encore, but that's fine. Since we're having failing runs, let's do an on-screen normal just as a sanity check. Maybe the maximum did something. Maybe I should re-enable maximum. American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX Denver to Miami from Denver caught fire on takeoff this afternoon and stopped on the runway. All passengers evacuated via the emergency slides and all are accounted for. That's a hang. Media's going to have a field day with the MAX, aren't they? Okay, so this is probably the point in time where I start looking at the thermal headroom again. Because maybe I'm running out of it. ID? Fuck you. This wants a lot of volts, doesn't it? Or it's just walling. It's always a possibility as well. Could be image link. Collapsed gear. I wonder what that was all about. Interesting that I don't remember ever seeing that before, like the fact that the overwing emergency exits pop upwards like that. Usually it's a like unlock it and throw it out kind of job. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Interesting. Okay, let's do it. It's at least 42. 44, I guess. 45. Do it. I like the server OS. Okay, we were gonna AOD it. AOD. CPU status. Whoa! Well, it's a lot less thermal margin than we had before. Just about hanging in there. What's with the vids bouncing around? Now it's dropping the multi. Is that multi reading accurate? Whoa. A lot going on here. Yeah, both vids and multis are being dropped. So there's some power saving option we need to fuck around with. Okay. I've got a challenge on my hands. Okay, this is probably gonna score absolutely terribly. I mean, it's down in the 8s. Let it finish, but this is, yeah. This is an utter lost cause. Yeah, okay. Point taken. Okay. I need to drop at least 50 millivolts. Like, that's the absolute minimum. I need to turn off some power saving options. ID. Oh, it didn't hang this time. Okay. Yeah, it's just too much. And let's start with APM master disable. See what that does. you don't want to over disable power saving modes. That can often have unintended consequences as well. Okay, let's launch AOD. Let's launch Turbo V. Realistically, I'll also give up on the 4.7 idea for now. I'll go 4.6. See, now it's showing thermal margin 70. What happened there with that extra 50 millivolts? It's crazy. Multi still holding flat for now. Yeah, I think this is good. I'll let it go to like 20% or something, but I think this is good in terms of multi holding steady. Oh, one of the cores just blipped. Okay, that might have done it. No, I don't want to minimize it. I want to close it. And now I'm going real time. Let's actually do a run. So what was happening before? Yeah, let's see how this scores, and then maybe I'll try one up on the B clock again. I don't know. I feel like 4.7 just is a pipe dream at this point. Still going. Piece of shit. Let's give it an extra 25 millivolts. Hard to know what direction to even go in with this. Ugh, okay, let's give it a go. What's the worst that could happen? Same spot? 40%. Let's try less. It just gets into a weird state where after a run it just doesn't sort of recover thermals wise. I don't know. Man, I'm looking forward to that lunch. It's just sounding better and better by the minute. I mean, same spot, right? It's gonna fail. It's gonna fail quickly now, or soon now. Come on. I just can't believe how long these runs are. Just like the missing instruction sets are just absolutely killing it. Imagine this on like FM1. Okay, so that is a pass. And it is over 12 FPS, so APM Master made a huge difference. Like, well, 0.2. Okay, let's put Turbo V into this screenshot as well, so we have references for VDIM and VCore. I'm not going to try harder than do an SPD. I'll just do 3 CPU Z tabs. I think that's more than enough. Cover up one AOD overdrive. Alright. I'm lazy, so I'd be pulling the drive for the image anyway, but I'm lazy right now, and I'm copying over the valid file like so. Okay, definitely got places here. Definitely got places. I don't know what the next stream is going to be. Ideally, I would LN2 this soon. I do have some vacation coming up, so maybe in like 3 weeks time I would do another pre-testing type stream for a different Team Cup stage. But I'm really hungry now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.